There is no fancy cable news name for the disaster in Louisiana, not a superstorm or some play on the word Armageddon. But while much of the country was caught up in Olympics and politics, the state was suffering on a scale rarely experienced.
Wrap your head around this: 30-inch rainfall totals. 30-inch rainfall totals. Louisiana has gotten punched in the gut.
13 people have died. 40,000 homes have been flooded.
And now you look at the area and you wonder, what is the cleanup of this area going to look like after the search and rescue efforts conclude?
Once the floodwaters recede, the disaster's not over.
Right now we're sitting in one of the bedrooms at my house. I got 5 feet of water, and my house pretty much had to be, inside had to be gutted out.
He showed up at my house, and when he drove up, he said, "Everything I own is in the trunk of my car." And it took me and my husband and Greg one trip to get everything he owned out of his car.
If Dawn hadn't opened up her home to me, I would be at the River Center. Like, just with nobody there to help it.
You know, people don't realize in about 3 days, you saw all the stuff you work hard to acquire.
We packed a few clothes and some food and grabbed the dogs, and everybody swam to the car.
My wife always tells me, she said, "You really love your job." And the big reason I love my job is the people.
The Dow family coming together after the flood was pretty amazing.
The company has shown that, hey, you know, when our employees are in need, we're stepping up. It's like text messages, emails, "Hey, I'll come and help. You know, you need water, you need shovels."
In fact, one guy, I'm gonna leave him nameless not to put him out, but he called me and he offered me a vehicle. But clearly that touched me.
I think I cried all day when I saw how many people were there to help. And the Saturday they came out to this house, we had 25 volunteers from Dow, and some people I had never even met.
The company's response has been, you know, financial, or sending out email links to get you connected to other services to come help you.
Dow has really stepped up the game. They have donated money to nonprofits. We're doing a outreach to employees. I say it's what we do. It's who we are.
I don't like to use the word victim because we don't like that word, so we victorious, because we're going to come out of this victorious, right?
There's no list, or there's no guideline that says, you know, if you're ever in a flood, this is who you need to call, this is what you need to do.
The work is just beginning. The first step was to clean, and the rebuilding part is even worse than the cleaning part.
And that's what people don't understand. They just figure, oh, yes, a flood. Oh, well, you know, have you started rebuilding your house? Do you have, you know, your sinks in? I can help you with your kitchen. It's a total different thing than it flooded on a Tuesday and you're back in your house on Friday.
Even a month later, you know, we're still trying to find contractors who are all swamped because there's 150,000 homes that need fixing, or they need something, and so it's going to be a long time before we can get back in and really start living a normal life, if you can call it normal after this.
Somebody said, "Oh, glad to know you're making good progress." What's your definition of good? This is a month later, and it's going to look good to me.
We still have homes that have not been gutted. We have schools that have been affected, that have lost classrooms, schools that aren't even open yet, that are doubling up in other schools.
The real impact of this is going to be seen 6, 12, 18 months from now.
Our employees need to know, and everyone needs to know, that just because the waters are gone doesn't mean that it's over.